right, so was it Saturday night? Saturday nights, and the election is hopefully not ending soon enough. We have Halloween coming up, and just yeah, we have enough with that. Just just Halloween, just gotta love it. It's like crazies come out. So sure. I think I put the link in the always for YouTube and Rumble. If you want to post subject matters to go into, I haven't posted on the website yet, but it's also in the community tab on YouTube. If you want to, if you have a subject matter, if not, I'll have to just do my thing. So if you have any questions about the world or something, I don't know. Hopefully, there's some. There is some here, which is good. It's good to always have some. If you need answers, well, we'll give you some kind of version of it, at least the best of our ability. The cats are here running around in the background somewhere, and they're quiet now. But yeah, before we yeah, so yes, the alien walking his dog. I just go more to I'll have to find some new images eventually, but this is what we got for right now. And the music eventually I'll change it, but yeah, it's fine. For the moment, 1 second here. Yeah, hopefully, well, because we're going into weirdness. Of the not just of everything. Of course, it's always kind of like that, but still. Oh wait, what? Oh wait. I think I found a way to make this work because I haven't taught how to come here private sessions. The scheduler. The shop here. Alright, thank you for those for posting. Oops. For your support. Oops. Yeah, I think it's the only way of making that work. All right. Okay, so the topics. Oops. I think I can make this work. Okay, I'm doing this logged out. All right. So I did the Zetas last week or yesterday, last week. So question from yesterday. Oh yeah, meth is a clear mind control a person when you know it's not them, or take over anything you can do, or just recognize it, do spell work. Well, yeah, that's kind of a loaded question. Well, it's up to it all depends. I mean, it's of course it's technically up to them. Uh, so like recently, I dealt with like an individual. It's on the defense, because of traumas and all that. So the dark side came out and just basically did everything he can to, to just be difficult. Yeah, that was very. Oh, that's definitely traumas for sure. So, but if you're not there to do trauma, well, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, it's not the best way of looking at it. It's like dealing with an injured animal, dog. cat, and and so on. Maybe a grizzly bear. Okay, maybe not that. Yeah, just thinking about a polar bear. There's a polar bear that was in captivity, and somebody jumped the fence, and yeah, that didn't go so well. I know this is bad bringing that up. It's like I could not believe I was seeing. I had a picture. People just, I don't know, just taking pictures of someone getting devoured. I don't understand that. But anyway, people devour other people too energetically. So I would, yeah, put your. I mean, you don't want to give too much energy to this. It depends on the person, how you're connected to them. Sometimes it's better just to keep your distance, your boundaries, let them cool down. As long as you're not fueling the fire. Um, this situation, I might get a full read on it. I guess none of my business. But there are some cases where they're just going through their emotions. They're just not. You're here bringing enlightenment, and they're not ready for enlightenment, so they push you back. So you just sort of just let them do their thing. Really, I mean, you could put good intentions out, you know, but also you don't want them sucking off your frequency either, because they'll just walk all over you. So a lot of times it's better just to walk away, as difficult as that. Well, I mean, you can still be around the person, just not, you know, maybe have more of a distance. Eventually, they might calm down. It depends on the situation. It feels like this person will chill out, just going through a lot of emotional baggage. And maybe feel like you're judging them or other people are judging them, so just freaking out, yeah, going crazy, and just hey everybody, I'm a psycho right now. So just know your boundaries, know your safety, know your what's best for you. And just this person you're not really responsible. I mean, I don't know your relationship with this person either, but it's not your responsibility. So that's where you just gotta just put yourself first here. Because this person can take anybody down from what I'm gathering. So yeah, that's very common. Not everybody notices it. Why would you? Why would you? Why would that be? I mean, they see it, but they don't think anything of. Oh, this person's just being difficult. But sometimes there's more awareness to it than that. So you can get more. Yeah, it's parents have it with their kids, or kids have it with their parents, and so on. Yeah, like uh, different ways of looking on that. So the parent can be a demonic being, but there's demonic beings that can get nicer or be just horrible. And it also it's their insecurities and so on. And then you switch the card to where am I trying to go with that? The kid, like the kid is dark, but yeah, at times kids just go their own darkness. But of course, you can still have a devil child for sure. Yeah, it's a tough one. Tough for yeah, but as for friends, family members, that yeah, you just gotta you know if you still need to connect with them, that's fine. Just yeah, just say again, know your boundaries. And if you have to say your truth, that's fine. If not, just it's good just to step back from them because they will suck your energy dry. They're just not aware. Well, it's just, I mean, not, yeah, like the devil version of them can come through and so on. So, yeah, it's a lot of details there. One second here. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, so there's a couple of things here. The connection with the Leafs. Is there a connection with the Leafs and AI? Or are the leaves? Yeah, the leaves of a tree. Yeah, well, yeah, because what is it, photosynthesis? So the leaves are like, I know it sounds weird, like the skin of a tree, right? What is consciousness? But yeah, it's like the leaves when they're all bright and you know, full of color, depending on the tree, of course. Yeah, it brings in energy. But then when the leaves fall, yeah, it's cleansing, it's clearing out, which is good. Like through rain or the seasons, whatever it might be, that's a good thing. So that's a cleansing is good. But it's all good in the long run. It's just that the trees keep humans alive, not just energy, breathing energy also. It's like the trees are like the Akashic of the planet, technically. And they are alive and I feel like there's a lot of souls in there. It's not just one. I mean, they're not like they're all cramped up, but there's just a lot of I don't know. It depends, but feels like there's just a crowd of beings technically in those trees. It all depends on the tree. Of course, trees all have connections like anybody else. So it's just they're all, and there can be one tree for one consciousness for sure. But I feel like a lot of them are, it's like a family of consciousness in one tree. And you're absorbing what humans are going through, and you see things clearly. And they can't tell us everything. They can't tell us anything, but well, I guess they can. Now, when trees fall apart and yeah, hit someone's car, yeah, just sometimes karma connected with that. There's like kind of like the cats when the cats come in and knock everything down. It's kind of like that. The trees are doing it. That's their version of it. Or they fall in a house and say it's time to get out of this house or fix the house or whatever it might be. So they operate in the same way. It's just, yeah, it's very different. That's for sure. I do believe trees do like it when kids are playing on them. Like because they're kind of like trees are kind of like a big kid too. It's like, hey, I'm playing too. Can you imagine that? Like a tree's like having a blast. Like, here, come over here and hide. It's not creepy or anything. I guess it could be to some spooky trees, but for the most part, trees are usually pretty friendly. And it's like trees are playing around with the kids too. Just think about that, which is it is innocent though. It's like when kids play hide and go seek and all of that, and the tree's kind of keeping it secret too. So something to have fun with that. Yeah. So it's because it brings out kids bring out the more child energy out of a tree, and the trees are help raising the kids too. It's not just the animals. Grass is a weird one. It's like is grass teaching raising everybody? Well, it's more part of the part of like the consciousness, like the hair of the planet, kind of like a. It's also part of the air. Yeah, it's breathing, but also it's bringing in sunlight. So the sun consciousness is the trees and grass absorb the sun consciousness to keep this world going. And so, yeah, grass is just another, I don't know, like a satellite, you can say, just like the trees is pulling in frequency. Of course, it gives it back too, but it does need a haircut when it gets mowed and all of that. So, I don't know if grass, I don't know if it's playing with anybody. It does have a consciousness for sure. Does it care you walk on it? I don't think it cares. I think it appreciate. I mean, it's a human interaction, so you know what's wrong with that? So it's just another way of looking at it. But is to go back to the question, or leaves like AI? I don't know if I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is an AI element there to some level. Yeah, well, it's putting together our reality. It's part of our matrix. So yeah, I mean, leaves can feel. even when they die off, they can still feel. There's still like a body there, right? So like, it's just not as strong as it used to be, but still has a consciousness there. It just creates our dimension that we're in. It's part of our atmosphere, our just our living space basically. Um, but yeah, it's just yeah, all of nature is just to create this reality of, and it works through the sun because the nature absorbs the sunlight and it just creates our so doesn't mean you can cut all trees down and it'll get rid of everybody. You don't want that. Of course, there will be a fight back. The aliens won't have that. Mother Earth will say, "Screw you." Mother Earth is like, "Okay, is it the trees or humans? Who do if humans are abusing, like really disgusting, is like, okay, you guys gotta go." Like they'll let them do it for a while. It's like, okay, now it's time for you to die. There's cases like that. I'm not sure that goes all the way. Yeah, they just say, "Screw it, I'm gonna kill you too. You're gonna kill me, I'm gonna kill you." So eye for an eye. So yeah, and nature can get just like so freaking vicious. Yeah, just well, like that. What was it? Like a polar bear that ate a person, or just some stupid person jumped in? I guess they just didn't want to live anymore. And just to show people, these suckers are violent. Well, they're just living. They're just doing their thing, just like we do. It's normal for them. So it's just a vicious planet. Yeah, it's just and it does tell you how the universe, at least portions of the universe, are just violent. And there's appreciation here. I mean, everything, like in the spirit realms, this is every experience matters, even if it's negative or positive. Obviously, when you're going through a lot of challenges, yeah, I don't even in spirit realms. I feel like that's still difficult for them to watch. I mean, yeah, it's almost like spirit beings are kind of like sociopaths. Like they can see us go through the suffering, and they don't care. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Yeah, spirit can be very disconnected. Like they can see everything, you know, clearly. And it's like, you know what? So what? You have to suffer for 10 years. No big deal. I was like, fuck, man, you don't have to be here suffering for 10 years. Just in spirit, just wandering, just they're just energy. And it's just weird. It's like, how can you change your perspective if you're in spirit realm? It's like, it's just where we are. I mean, it's neutral, but it can be feel very disrespected, full, and yeah, heartless. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, well, it's like why are these things? Well, because we have to go through these challenges, and the spirit realm is kind of like disconnected. It's like, yeah, I mean, obviously, spirit guides can feel it. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's sociopathic. It might feel that way, but it's just for us to learn. It's like a teacher. You have a hard test to learn. The teacher just has to step back and let you figure it out. What would be good if the teacher's just giving you all the answers all the time? It kind of does you disservice, right? That's why they don't step in. They stop things. Certain things they can stop because it's just feel like violence, on children, family, domestic violence, all that. They have to just like you have to learn somehow. And human trafficking and all that, you can go wherever you want with that. Some of it's exaggerated. Obviously, it's very real too. And yeah, and sometimes those kids, unfortunately, those kids have been trafficked in many other lifetimes. They haven't quite got it themselves. When you go through trauma, yeah, it's like you go through it over and over again. In some cases, that's connected to that. Yeah, it's not an easy subject for sure. Yeah, human trafficking is just such a. I mean, that's what keeps the world. So it's a low frequency. It's one of the reasons why it's low. So yeah, we just jumped into that category. Mysterious pillar in Thailand. I'll take us from another. Fritzy's here. As from another dimension. It's funny how she's here and you can't see her. She's invisible. Um, but I don't I haven't looked it up, but yeah, it feels like it's from another reality. And it's Thailand. Magic land. For better or for worse. uh oh, interesting. I don't know about this one. Dogs on pyramids, real life dogs recently walking on the pyramids. Okay, that one I have to look at. Huh. I think that's kind of common. Maybe it's not caught very often. Hmm. Just trying to figure that. Let's see. I'm trying to feel the energy of that. I mean, part of it is just, it's kind of like trying to go home, the serious. But also, the dog feel they just, to adventure, just wants to, but it's very, yeah, the pyramids are very Syrian. Of course, there's a lot of Orion energies there too. There's a lot of trickster energies around the pyramids. I feel like the pyramids were not fully understood when they were placed here. I mean, it's one different versions of it, but I figure it was used, yeah, to connect to it for us to connect spiritually. The spiritual internet. I feel like it was also used against us too. It's kind of like, yeah, just the war of the frequencies here. It's kind of messed up. No, it's alien. It doesn't mean aliens understand everything. So it's just, yeah. Yeah, the dog energy, I don't know, just there's different ways of looking at that. Just, I feel like just kind of like felt home, you know, a Syrian world on another reality. So, um, yeah, the canine energies. So, yeah, dogs and cats definitely do not get along with each other because they're so different. Yeah, the dog is more masculine and the cat's more feminine. So, yeah, and that's why. Yeah, so yeah, dog and cat's getting along or getting married in this reality and kind of tearing each other apart. Some of the dogs are also very much influenced by Mars to be maybe too tough, too arrogant, too slobby, too pig-like. Just yeah, and that's a very much a Martian frequency there. Yeah, and Martians, I mean, they can be very clean, but also they can be pig-headed. They could be a mess. So, and yeah, so the alien. To go back to the subject of somebody mind control energy of the darkness there. Let's see, kind of going to the Syrian energies. Yeah, some souls here are fractalized. They're just all over the place, and it's kind of like they're like dominoes, but they're scattered. And it's not like all the dominoes are all stacked against each, stacked, and you just hit it, and they all kind of go in a design that you created. Fractal souls are just dominoes that are just scattered. There's no structure. Now, it can be fine structure if they want it, but they don't necessarily have to. Yeah, because they think they can handle everything here, but they can't. There's different ways of looking, yeah, like everything else. Find the felines here feel like they're the kind of the leaders of this world. Of course, the reptilians feel the same way. That's why there's so many cats. There's a lot of dogs. I'm not sure if there's more cats than dogs, but of course the dogs are so lenient. You know, dog's like, "Hey, you gonna take over the world? No problem. Can I have a treat after that?" As long as he gets some treats, he can do whatever he want. Of course, cats are like that too. Whereas dogs have a little bit more compassion sometimes. But yeah, and reptilians and the cats feels like they both feel like they own the planet. Of course, I might be humanizing that, saying that, but you know, yeah, because I don't think the canines care. I mean, they do, but they're not territorial. I don't think they're. Yeah, I don't think they might be a little bit suspending, like the wolves can be a little bit, but I feel like the canine is usually just doesn't care. So, but yeah, the cats and the reptilians are kind of battling it out. Yeah, it's just I mean, they all feel like they're doing the best for us, but you know how that goes. Let's see. Yeah, in Thailand, obviously, we're not all meant to live in Thailand. I don't know how it is crime-wise there, but Thailand feels very free. Of course, China feels the same way too, depending on where you are. It can be very, liberating. The U.S. is just a war zone. Not all of it, but yeah, it's just growing pains. Yeah, it's presidential stuff. It's too bad we have to be at this situation with that, where it's just so toxic. It's too bad. It doesn't need to be that way. Yeah, it definitely feels Romanesque Caesar vibes. We just have to see where it plays out, though. It'd be nice if it was just this Tuesday to get it over with. But I guess let's not make it easy for us, huh? Um, but that's a lesson too. I think with the savior mentality that's going on, something there that has to be addressed at some point. But yeah, no matter who wins, there's still going to be an alien agenda that will probably open up eventually, maybe a couple months after the election or next year, maybe before the new year, of just some kind of presence anomaly that becomes more known. Yeah. All right, we'll leave you at that. It's still, yeah, we just keep it short. It's not too bad. It's been going for a while. All right, we'll close it out for tonight. It feels like it was very short, but I mean, Fritzy's here. Fritzy's never here. Which I can't see her, but even if even if the camera was on, I still couldn't see her. Huh. Helping out. So, all right, thank you everyone for posting your questions, and catch you soon. All right, blessings.